electric in here. This is one of the best atmospheres in American soccer, pound for pound. And here comes City, an opportunity, and it's in the back of the net.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight Detroit City FC on the hunt for a huge 3 points as they square up with Hartford Athletic. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule. And John, a marathon that started back in March is on the final stretch.
5 games to go, including tonight, and these are 3 points Detroit City FC must have. If you take a look at the standings, you see DCFC outside the playoff places looking in, but they can hop back in tonight, and they've got that game in hand on Wednesday. It all starts, though, with 3 points against Hartford Athletic.
Detroit City FC still controls their fate as far as that is concerned. Now, these two sides met earlier in the season back on June 14th. That was a big 3-1 Detroit City FC road victory.
You know, it's one of only 3 matches all year where Detroit City FC has scored 3 goals or more. They need to play tonight the way they played in Hartford. Get out, press early, and go. You cannot allow Hartford to get into this game. Got to sweep the season series.
And now let's take a look at the player to watch for Detroit City FC. Brought to you by the Finnish Long Drink, a crisp citrus soda with premium spirits. And there's been an addition to the Detroit City FC roster. Aaron Beboot. He's 19 years old. He's 6'4", and he's got MLS experience on his resume.
And 14 goals. That's the stat you want to watch, because that's why he's been brought in. Get some minutes, get time on loan, season up in the USL Championship, and try to put the ball in the back of the net.
And on the other side for Detroit City FC, as they will be squaring up against an old friend. That's right, Antoine Openo back in town for the first time. He had a goal against Detroit City in that matchup back in June. And when something goes down, as I always like to say, he's in the middle of it.
There's 2 Antoines you got to watch out for. The pacey winger that can make things happen, and the politicker who likes to get inside people's heads. DCFC can't let that happen on his homecoming to Keyworth tonight.
Essentially, the playoffs are starting tonight for Detroit City FC. A must-have 3 points on the line. When we come back, we'll get you the starting 11s. And, of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, Hartford Athletic, coming up next.
Let's do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Oh, nice play. All right, go. There we go.
So cute.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high-five strangers guy, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
DTE knows everyone has a preferred setting. Some like it cool, others warmer. Some like things slow, and others like it ASAP. Long, hot soak, or quick rinse. But whether it's a slow simmer or a fast boil, DTE makes sure that safe, reliable, cleaner natural gas is there for you, making every setting the perfect one. DTE.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit, and Strohs is spoken here.
Detroit City FC is presented by Ally, the official financial services partner of DCFC. Fago, proud to be the official pop of Detroit City. Misdig 811. Know what's below and visit misdig811.org before any digging project. Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. And Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. Let's take a look at the Detroit City FC starting 11, brought to you by Detroit Medical Center, the official healthcare provider of DCFC. And John, number one, the kits. We'll have more on that a little bit later on in the broadcast, but Dario Suarez up top.
And also Late Jope in the lineup for his second start since he came back from an injury that saw him out since August the 12th, and it is good to have him back in midfield. The player I want to watch here, Levi's on the wing. He's going to try to make something happen, run under Hartford's defense.
And the Hartford Athletic lineup brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, proud to be the official hotel partner of DCFC. Antoine Openo, not the only former Detroit City FC product in that 11 tonight. The keeper, Joe Rice, he spent some time in Le Rouge as well.
Did indeed cut his teeth and has a 2.23 goals against average. City will try to worsen that number tonight.
All right, we are just about ready to rock. Elvis Omo will start things off with the possession. Maxi Rodriguez looks on. Needless to say, huge 3 points on the line, and we are underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you here at historic Keyworth Stadium. So, John, this Hartford Athletic side, safe to say, they have leaked goals at times this season. Omid Namazi, their head coach, we got a chance to talk with him. He said as much. He pulled no punches, John. He was very, very honest about where they're at right now. They are mathematically eliminated from the playoff race. However, they are still in the assessment phase.
And once you get eliminated from a season like that, that's what the end of the season is for Hartford. It's all about evaluating talent for next year. And the numbers, plain and simple, and you're right, he pulled no punches. They don't lie. He took it on, looking on the season, Hartford being outscored by their opponents 63-34. That is not a recipe for success. But he came into this mid-season and mid-transition, and it's all about setting up for player recruitment heading into next season.
Maxi Rodriguez with the control over the midfield line. Maxi Rodriguez had a goal in the El Paso match. A couple goals, couple assists on the season for him. Michael Bryant with the touch.
Nice to see the midfield pair back. Jope and Rodriguez working together.
And that will be the main topic for tonight's match. We said Hartford will concede goals, but Detroit City FC has struggled to score them on the season.
Look, and the key tonight's going to be possession with intent. Hartford is going to cede possession as well. But if you take the possession that you have and it's side-to-side passes or back passes and you just kind of mess around in midfield, nothing happens. You have to everything has to be with the intent of moving the ball forward, switching, using the wings, and then not getting caught over the top.
Elvis Omo hit with that whistle. Good service, though, from Antoine Openo.
And DCFC fans know what he can do.
No question. I think you spoke on it very well, too, in the open, what Antoine Openo provides. Look, he's got one of the best resumes in the history of this league. As that ball is sent up, Maxi Rodriguez tries to step through with it. So, again, when it comes to stats and numbers, that's unquestioned. But as you said, the political side of it all.
He's a master politician. Always has a word for the referee. Always has that little vocal jab as he's in a challenge with somebody. He works to win the most important real estate on a football pitch, which is the space between your opponent's ears. He tries to win that battle.
Ball sent up the left flank. Danny Barrera gives chase. will go out for a throw.
Going to be a lot of scoreboard watching for Detroit City FC faithful tonight as the standings sit. DCFC trails FC Tulsa by 2 points, but has a match in hand. The Miami FC also in the mix. Scores will be updated as the night goes on. Tulsa tonight playing Charleston Battery, so a tough matchup for them.
Detroit City FC fans certainly pulling for Charleston here tonight. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DMC Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. As Nate Steinwasser plays that one up ahead. DMC, proud to be the official healthcare provider of Detroit City FC.
And, you know, frankly, Neil, this is a weekend where when you're scoreboard watching like that, you have to pick up ground. The two teams you're really in the mix with, okay, are playing Birmingham and Charleston. Those on paper are tough matchups for them to get points. You're playing the last place team in the division.
Dario Suarez goes down. Coming over was Mendez. Trying to help him to his feet. Suarez will walk it off, and Detroit City FC with the restart could be dangerous. Brett Levi's played 24 matches for Vancouver of MLS. Gives away to Maxi Rodriguez. Maxi will swing it into the mixing bowl, headed across, and Michael Bryant will track it down. Connor Rutz with the touch. Back to Bryant, into the 18, the touch is heavy. Bryant catches back up to it. It's loose inside the 6 and cleared out.
Hartford a little scattered there, DCFC with a couple good opportunities to put it into the area. The header just not on target.
Danny Barrera lays it off to Andre Lewis. He's a 7th overall pick by Vancouver back in the 2014 MLS draft. He's played matches for the Jamaican national team.
Amo and Sadie up top trying to trip the Detroit City back line. Good shape for City defensively right now.
There's just not much for Hartford to work with, and they decide to go direct, looking for Antoine Opino. Antoine Opino looking for the call, will not get it. Thought he was going to get it for a second there. Maxi Rodriguez tried to step through. Lejope comes over. We cross into the 8th minute, just underway. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you at Keyworth Stadium. Detroit City FC needs it tonight. Antoine Opino takes it away from Connor Rutz.
Those two have battled in training before. Good initial first close touch by Rutz, but then he dallied over the ball, and that allowed Opino to catch up.
Hartford Athletic will try the right side, not much doing.
Good cutout in transition.
Dario Suarez looking to turn. Turns the other way, beautiful toe poke up ahead. And that ball comes free, the ball chipped over top of the frame. Ben Morris overcooks it just a little bit.
And I don't think Morris wanted to have a go for goal. This is a really good job by the Hartford defense. Watch the way this play tracks in, Neil, and the inability for Morris to be able to send it back across the area. That's a good defensive play by number 2 for Hartford, Modesto Mendez, who cut off the ability for Morris to leave it back across to the runner. And so he had to try to chip it up over top and didn't get a good angle on it.
Direct ball sent ahead one more time. Omo, as the flag is up. Nate Steinwasser will step up. Nate Steinwasser, still that impeccable resume, tied for 7th. USL Championship in clean sheets, 5th in the USL in saves, multiple USL Team of the Week honors, and he would get angry if I didn't mention an assist as well.
Complete with bonus in the paycheck.
That's right. Ben Morris lays it off. Jope surveys the scene.
Take a look at the shape here, Neil. Count the Hartford players behind the ball. They're already setting down low. DCFC trying to compact the field here. Going to be tougher for City to move those tic-tac passes that Trevor James would like his offense to use to get space on the wings. Really condensed.
Fed through. Maxi Rodriguez does well to keep it. Beautiful job by Maxi. City on the attack. The cross counter runs, and it's just wide of the frame.
Connor lost his footing there. Ball put up, headable range, just couldn't get to the ball.
Let's see it one more time.
First off, that's a beautiful cut by Maxi Rodriguez, and then the leave, and here's the service across, and Rutz is making the run and puts the head down to try to get there, just loses control, unable to finish.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by the University of Michigan Flint, offering a flexible world-class education. Find the right program at umflint.edu.
City will take that kind of possession from Hartford all night. Long ball over the top, 3 back to track it.
And John, I was going to bring that up to you. I mean, when Hartford's tried to possess it, there's just been nothing to do with it. It's just gone back and forth between their back line and the midfield line. And then eventually patience gives out. They go direct, and then City brings it back up the pitch.
And that's why the City back line is so good. You've got the holding midfielders in front of that back line that really can control things and don't allow the passes through midfield. Maxi Rodriguez is aggressive. He cuts things out. Lay Jope cuts things out. The back line stays together and can track balls like that. That is designed to force Hartford to do exactly what we saw there. The ball over the top and the long diagonal ball that a defender's going to catch up to 9 times out of 10.
Morris gives chase. Maxi Rodriguez up aggressively. Jope, the hard play, and now Dario Suarez tracking back. That pass slotted up ahead. Here's Opino on the move. Opino, the shot! What a stop by Steinwasser. Another shot that was blocked again by Nate Steinwasser. Steinwasser closing the door. He's one of the best in the business, folks. That's fact, not opinion.
In the battle of old teammates, it's 1-0 to Steinwasser. That's a well-timed jump. That's a great through ball. City a little bit asleep defensively. Opino losing his footing, but manages to get on it. That is headed for the top corner. And Nate Steinwasser had other plans. Now that started, and you said it in the challenge, Neil. Maxi Rodriguez played up aggressively, tried to get the possession. When he couldn't make that play, you have to have your players behind you pick that up. There was a gap there. Hartford exploited it. They were quick on the counter, and the through ball was good to Opino. He just couldn't finish.
Kembo Kabato makes the turn. Kabato spent some time in the Toronto FC Academy out of MLS. 57 matches played for FC Tulsa the previous 2 seasons, so certainly he has some seasoning in USL Championship.
And by the way, after that display, Neil, Antoine Opino has picked himself up 2 markers. Anytime the ball's on his side of the pitch.
Detroit City FC settling back into some possession. And John, you commented earlier, you see the commitment to getting back by Hartford. I think that's one way to describe it. They are committed here this evening. That guy right there, Lay Jope, could be a factor because sometimes the only way is through, right? Maybe he'll give one a lash here and there.
Well, and he has the physicality also to win a battle through a couple of layers of defense. It's going to be an easy job for our camera crew tonight because you're going to see 9 behind the hot ball for Hartford all night. They're down in that block. But we also see how quickly they can move on a counter.
Openo sends it back. Connor McGlynn. McGlynn's younger brother, Jack, plays for Philadelphia Union in MLS. Here comes Levi's. Connor Rutz jumping up into the play. Morris up ahead as well. Levi's into the 18. Levi's lays it off. The shot. Dario Suarez, don't know if it was blocked or a misfire.
I think he scuffed his lines, Neil. It did get blocked, but it came off the foot screwy first.
Cavato the quick touch, and that's swung around to the right side. Another Hartford attack cut out by the captain, Stephen Carroll.
See, but take a look at that, Hartford, Neil, because Hartford had possession, was able to have sustained possession, and only committed about 4 forward.
And there's another takeaway. Maxi Rodriguez will play it away, and Hartford Athletic right now enjoying the majority of the opportunities here over the last couple minutes. There is Antoine Openo. Top 5 all-time in USL in assists. The very best to ever do it. Had a goal against Detroit City back in June. That was a 3-1 DCFC win.
Got a score from Charleston, Neil. The Battery 1-up on FC Tulsa. So if you're a scoreboard watching DCFC fan, good start to the night.
Michael Bryant taken down from behind. That did not look good from this vantage point. Danny Barrera over to help Bryant up. John, those build up, man. This thing started back in training February, matches into March. We're getting ready to move towards October.
You ask any manager and any player toward the end of a season like this, nobody's 100% healthy.
No.
It's the same thing as a quarterback in week 4 of the NFL season. Once you take a few of those shots, you're just trying to get back as close to 100 as you can, but nobody's at 100.
Connor
Rutz being physical tonight.
Is in the mix with Openo. Last off of Connor Rutz. The Black Arrow Award winner back in 2021. That's Detroit City FC's most valuable player. Tristan Hodge.
You know, this is a really a solid start by Connor. He is more aggressive tonight than I've seen him the last couple of home matches that you and I have done. And you need that kind of challenge, especially when Hartford will drop men behind the ball.
Steinwasher scoops it up. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. No matter where you are in your energy efficiency journey, DTE can help. Learn more at dteenergy.com/save energy. Lewis heads that one up towards midfield. Olmo the quick touch, played back, almost steps up. Beautiful 1-2 play. Dario Suarez very active here. His first start in a little bit.
Ben Morris having a gritty first 18 minutes, asking questions, not just sitting up there waiting for service to find him, trying to put some pressure on Hartford, handling the ball in their own hand.
Hartford Athletic back line back to having a kickabout again. Now City will roll out some pressure.
See, watch Rutz here. That's the kind of pressure, those little mini runs in at your opposite number. Try to make them make a mistake.
Levi's won't like that call, nor will thousands of Detroit City FC fans.
And there are thousands here tonight. A very good crowd at Keyworth Stadium.
And fans, right now you can scan the QR code on your screen to bid on this year's charity kits and support Brilliant Detroit. They provide a safe space for kids to be healthy and school ready around the city of Detroit. Your one and only chance to pick up one of these is through the auction. Support, bid, and look great.
What you saw on the screen there also our youth team of the match. We'll fill you in on our youth team in just a moment. Another one of Detroit City's many solid youth programs that have had success on the pitch.
And here's Levi's stepping through with it. Inside the 18, Levi's crosses it. Connor Rutz wasn't quite there as of yet. Bryant heads it up. Suarez towards the top of the D. Levi swings it out. Can Momensa win the race? He does. Although that will go out for a throw. First minute, no score. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Keyworth Stadium. Huge 3 points on the line for Detroit City FC. They sit 2 points back of the last playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, but do have a match in hand, so they do control their own fate. Opino touches it ahead. Lee Jobe closed it down. Got the turnover. Rutz to the middle. And Rutz turns it back over. Prince Sadie puts it out into open space. 1v1 attack. Service in. Gets all the way through. Shot blocked. And a corner coming up for Hartford. No, it will be a goal kick, I believe, instead. Boy, Danny Pereira can't believe it. I can't either.
City will take that. It's going to be an interesting replay to see.
All right, let's take a look at our Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer Youth Team of the Match. Detroit City FC 2010 Boys Rouge. They're coached by Reese Williams. They played their first match of the season together at the Lightning Cup earlier this month. The team finished as finalists, taking their opponent all the way to penalties. Congrats to Coach Reese and the City 2010 Rouge, off to a great start on the season.
City youth teams all season long have been among the best in southeastern Michigan. Best in the Midwest. Going deep into a lot of youth tournaments.
Matt Lewis sprints across the pitch.
City's going to have possession.
That call will go against Hartford.
All right, 23rd minute, first marking period over at the quarter pole. Your grades look like this. I give Hartford a B. They've frustrated City for about the last 10-12 minutes of being able to not have a shot on target.
And created a couple chances along the way.
City, on the other hand, haven't conceded a goal. They've had possession. They haven't been able to do anything with it. As long as you don't have a shot on target against the worst team in the division, there's improvements to be made.
There's a bad giveaway. Connor Rutz has it. Rutz steps up, gives it a lash. Rice with the stop. Dario Suarez puts it in the left side. Detroit City FC takes a 1-0 lead. Dario Suarez.
That's why he was acquired. And the man who can be a pest for opposing defenders finds some space and angles the body to be able to get an attempt on goal. 2 mistakes here made by Rice in the goal. The shot's right at him, doesn't catch, parries, but then doesn't come and challenge for the ball. Leaves it sitting in the 6-yard box. That allowed Dario Suarez to turn on the Jets. He didn't get some help from his defenders either. Hartford got caught ball watching, expecting, I think, Rice to catch that ball instead of Perry. And when he couldn't catch, Dario Suarez pounced on it. And that's why DCFC picked up Dario Suarez, got him in the transaction earlier this year to do exactly what he's done, give City a lead on 24 minutes, and hopefully inspire further offense.
Dario Suarez puts in his 4th goal of the season. And that goal is brought to you by Salim Dental. Salim Dental, family and implant dentistry.
Neil, somebody's got a booking, so we'll have to check with people down on the field to see who picked it up. Dario picked up a yellow. You know, it might have been that he put his shirt over his head.
Yeah, well, Dario's really emotional. Recently lost his grandfather. And maybe overcome with emotion and thinking about him right now. And that is one thing. Dario Suarez, when he is out there, there's only one speed. There's only one gear.
He's all
in. And we have an early sub for Hartford. Beverly Macangilla will come into the match, and Modesto Mendez will come out. And John, you can't have the mistakes like that.
No.
You can't have them on the road.
If you are Hartford, first off, Rice did his team no favors. That shot is right at him. There was 5 yards of space. There was nobody right next to him. Catch the ball. You don't need to punch. And frankly, Connor's effort was not a screwball of a shot. It was right at him. You got to catch that. And then he didn't get help by his defenders watching the shot. As a defender, what you need to drop back in case your keeper doesn't have a clean grasp of it, you need to be there to clean up the trash. Instead, your defenders had stopped. And that allowed Dario to just keep running on.
This portion of tonight's broadcast brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers proud to be the premier sponsor of Detroit City FC.
So Macangilla comes on.
City hit with that foul call, and there's about 6,000 to 7,000 newly minted referees that disagreed with that assessment.
As often happens when calls go against Detroit City here in Keyworth.
Connor McGlynn pings it wide. Beautiful ball sent in by McGlynn. This is a problem. Hartford Athletic unable to track it down. Was Elvis Omo.
This was a problem, but look at the way City tracked defensively. Forced him wider and wider and wider. That's how to defuse the situation.
Let's get you tonight's Fago trivia question. Who scored the first playoff goal in club history for Detroit City FC? Tweet your answers at Detroit City FC. Got any
guesses?
Got any guesses on that one?
No. I was embarrassed badly the last time we played Fago trivia.
And you're shook now.
I am.
Yep, I get it. You don't want to commit. You're second guessing yourself.
I'm a little gun shy.
Yep.
I'm a little gun shy, partner.
Nate Steinwasser flings it out brilliantly to Michael Bryant. Lejeau drives it into the corner, looking for Levi's to get on the end of it. He's cut off.
Yeah, but look at how he followed that. Wasn't anywhere near, but he never stopped the run.
And got
that's
the throw.
that's what Trevor James wants. If you're not gonna get there the first time, get there second and win the play. Give yourself an advantageous position.
Michael Bryant wings that one in.
Look at Lee Job's body positioning. He wants to shoot from 30 yards so bad. Give him the ball in half a yard and we're going to see a go tonight.
Lee Job steps ahead. Michael Bryant. Hartford Athletic conceding that possession. And that whistle will sound. Boy, how about that run by Levi's? He has been very, very good 30 minutes into this one.
Really solid on the wing. I was surprised to see him move further forward. I'm not surprised anymore.
The pace. He's playing with some pace out there.
Running right at some people. It's a good answer to Openo on the other wing. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Levi's lining it up with Maxi Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives it. Header in the back of the net! Maxi Rodriguez to Michael Bryant. 2-0 City.
Hang it in the Louvre. That one was perfect. Service on a dime. Perfectly controlled header. Perfect body position. Nothing Rice could do. And this is exactly what Detroit City needed. That's an all-time set piece here at Keyworth. Watch the spinning ball, drops in, free run, great body position, escape your marker. Here I am. Here's the second goal of the night.
Boy, and Joe Rice was just an unfortunate victim of circumstance while that went down around him.
Nothing he could do.
And Michael Bryant continues his heater as the season winds down. And that's a big goal for Detroit City FC, get that 2-0 lead. And as we take a look at the live table, John, you see Detroit City FC still with that match in hand as we sit right this moment, occupying that number 8 spot with a match to play.
And that's vitally important because Tulsa has the head-to-head tiebreaker over DCFC. So you get a chance. Tulsa's down. You can pick up some points, hopefully put this match out of reach. It sets up an absolutely crucial match on Wednesday. Got to get through the next 60 minutes here. But City off to a very good start and results turning their way.
Dario Suarez gets the whistle. And that's the nature of this point of the season and the situation Detroit City FC is in. We can get our producer Gabe Sosa to just loop that and say, huge match tonight, huge match tonight, huge the rest of the way in.
Sounds like back in the 80s, one of the dolls that you'd pull the ripcord on the back, and it's a just huge match tonight.
Yep.
Take a look at the heat map here that we've got in our booth. City controlling and keeping the play forward of the halfway line. So they have possession and they've played back and forth in midfield, but they've crept forward so that possession is forward of the halfway line, really compacting Hartford's defense. You do that, you keep grinding the gears of the defenders, it wears them down.
And fans, don't forget eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. Free to play. Download it today. '34th minute. And what's happened here tonight with Hartford Athletic really echoes what their head coach Omid Namazi told us in our media availability this week. Said, look, You know, they're coming off that 4-2 loss at Memphis. Was really happy with a large portion of that match. You make a mistake, you pay the ultimate price, and everything flips. And that's what happened here tonight, John. No sooner did you get done saying I'm really impressed with what Hartford Athletic did. They had a brutal mistake, and it's flipped the entire match, and now they're down 2.
And now they're on their heels.
Yep.
You know, you talk about them coming off of a match where he was happy with most of Hartford's play against Memphis. Let's flip that coin a little bit. DCFC is coming off their worst defeat as a professional club. 5-0. And it was kind of the same situation where it was a puncher's match until Levi's goes off with an injury and then the floodgates kind of open. But how are you going to respond after getting absolutely gazunked out in Phoenix? This is a pretty good response.
Is that a technical term, gazunked?
Gazunked? Yeah, that's, well, hey, I got to bring something to the broadcast partner.
Antoine Openo's cross is cut out, but it will be a corner for Hartford Athletic. Matty Lewis a little shaken up. Of course, Matt Lewis has certainly had his fair share of injuries and nicks and bruises. Shakes it off. Danny Barrera in the corner. Barrera sends the service into the mixing bowl. Flicked back.
Rice
Cabato
trying to play that sweeper keeper, but City a nice job.
Cabato sent it back to Rice. Slotted ball. Nate Steinwasser up ahead will dive and make the grab. And fans, scan the QR code on your screen right now to bid on this year's charity kits and support Brilliant Detroit. They provide a safe space for kids to be healthy and school ready around the city of Detroit. Your only chance to pick one of these up is through the auction, and you access that auction with that QR code on your screen. Support, bid, and look great, and get a piece of Detroit City FC's charity kits.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have a feature on our charity kits and on Brilliant Detroit and all of the good they're doing in the Motor City to help underserved populations and help kids and families.
Hartford Athletic looking to get on the front foot, but once again turned away at the door. Dario Suarez tracks back to break everything up. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions, people-powered, customer-centered, community champions. Fans feeling good here at Keyworth tonight. And why not? They have a 2-0 lead.
Important to keep that 2-0 lead, by the way, for the next 9 minutes. Get to the locker room. Or expand it. There's always expanding that 2-0 lead.
Head referee tonight, Alejo Calume. Our assistant referee, Ethan Buegi. The second assistant ref, Jake Brochu. And the fourth official is Noah Matos.
I'll tell you what, the Brochu brothers really committed and have grown officiating here in southeastern Michigan. Jake's local. They've really committed themselves to officiating, and we need more of that so the game can continue to grow.
Jake was on the crew of the NCAA soccer match I did the other night, also for ESPN+. Dario Suarez turns and lays it off.
That's why it's the best value in sports streaming. You get to hear Neil roll in multiple broadcasts.
That depends on who you ask.
No, I'm telling you. I'm not asking. I'm telling you.
Matt Lewis will wing it back over to Stephen Carroll. Ball taken away by Hartford Athletic. Maxi Rodriguez tried to take it back, could not. Here's Openo. And the rare misplay by Antoine Openo. And I saw the body moving out of the side of my eye, and
There he is.
I knew who it was right away.
I'll tell you what, though, it is really good that Maxi Rodriguez didn't make that challenge. It's good that he missed it. He was coming in from behind. If there's a little breath of contact, that player for Hartford is going to go down, and Maxi coming in from directly behind the player would have picked up a booking.
That whistle goes against City. Direct ball for Openo again, finds its mark.
The fickle nature of football fans, Neil. Several fans on this side of the stadium are yelling at Antoine to quit diving. I didn't hear that when he was wearing rouge.
No, that was a different time for everybody. Cross sent in, and Steinwasser had to be sure-handed with the grab. He was. Nate Steinwasser directing traffic. Connor Rutz flicks it ahead. Ben Morris tried to turn with it. Ben Morris made his debut for Ipswich Town and scored a goal against Crystal Palace back in the 2018 EFL Cup. A couple of ACL injuries for him derailed things, but here he is now and really has come on as this season has rolled on for Detroit City FC. Making the turn with it is Sadie. Sadie tries to step through Devin Amu-Mensah, and Amu-Mensah stood tall and did the job.
It's a great challenge by Amu-Mensah, clean challenge, and then they end up winning the foul. Yep, goes right through the back of him. Easy call.
Nakagila, the guilty party. This 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by Ally, proud to be the official financial services partner of Detroit City FC. Learn more at ally.com. Suarez unable to come away with it. Andre Lewis rolled up on Maxi Rodriguez, and Maxi Rodriguez is down. Suarez back-heeled it. Boy, how did he find the ability to make that pass? And Maxi Rodriguez is down and not moving. Maureen Lilla, the athletic trainer, coming out to tend to Maxi Rodriguez. In the meantime, we have a score update in Charleston. Charleston Battery now up 2-0 over FC Tulsa.
Barajas with both goals in the 4th and 40th minutes. So a brace for him and help for DCFC.
Antoine Openo off camera having a discussion with the 4th official, drawing the ire of Detroit City faithful. Let's take another look. It looked like Maxi Rodriguez in real time got rolled up on. Yes, he did.
Yep, absolutely. That is the look of a worried head coach on the bench. You need people healthy, or as healthy as they can be in this stretch. And this 2-game stretch against Colorado Springs and Hartford tonight.
There's three matches in 7 days.
So crucial.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's your season.
And 3 matches, by the way, against teams you can run with and need the points. Hartford, you should beat tonight. Colorado coming in, and then you go to Indy.
Ball drop back into play. Maxi Rodriguez working it out right now, doing some light jogging along the touchline. Walks over to Trevor James, and the fourth official nods the head, which is the universal sign for I'm going back in.
It's going to take a lot to keep.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I was
going
to say
back
that's
in.
Maxi, you're gonna have to drag him off the pitch.
44th minute. Send a shout out to all the Hartford Athletic fans having a watch party at City Stream Brewery. Hartford Athletic trying to mount some kind of attack. City now conceding some possession. Of course, with that 2-0 lead, looking to get to the locker room with that 2-0 lead intact.
The danger there is if you sit off too much, you allow a team to grow into the game. 2-goal lead, dangerous. Hartford can score.
Connor Rutz making a run up the right side, but the ball played away.
Not a whole lot of breaks in this first half, Neil. I expect we'll see a short amount of stoppage time. Had a couple of injuries, that's about it, and the goal.
Nate Steinwasher will ping it as we move into stoppage time. There'll be 2 minutes of time added on. And stoppage time, as always, brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC.
2 minutes at the end of the first half.
Free kick here. DCFC stay stout defensively.
And now Nate Steinwasher comes up to make the save, and the ball spins off the crossbar. Nate Steinwasher once again.
What did I say about switching off in the last 2 minutes? There it was. And Steinwasher makes the play again. But that's how quick Hartford can move. Don't sleep on Athletic.
A good touch there by Rito.
That's a brilliant ball.
Kibato. Oh, he should have had one. Another cross in, and Steinwasher comes off the line. Goes in the air and makes the grab.
That's a good, confident keeper right there. Steinwasher's eyes were on that the whole way. The body positioning was good. Knew he could come out and make the catch. Good aggressive play. And now you can take a little air out of the ball.
Steinwasher drives it, looking for Connor Rutz. Rutz can't come down with it. Openo does. Barrera. Matt Lewis looking for Dario Suarez, and Suarez will be called for the foul.
Halftime grades, Neil Rule. Detroit City FC gets a solid A. You took advantage of the mistakes. You surrendered possession earlier, but you got goals when it counted, and you go to the halftime locker room with the lead. Hartford Athletic.
Flag will go up.
Right about a C. They've had moments where they've been good, but 2 mistakes have cost them.
Steinwasher having some words right now with Edgardo Rito. Rito, 41 matches played for Oakland Roots the last 2 years, scored 7 goals in that time.
Something you don't often see. Steinwasher was asking for a card.
Mensa pings it up, and that will do it for the first half. And Detroit City FC very strong, taking advantage of Hartford Athletic mistakes and making them pay the price. They take a 2-0 lead to the locker room, and that's pretty much how you want your first half to go when you're playing at home.
It's how you needed to go against this team to get the points in a playoff push. Job halfway done. Got to keep it up for another 45. Pounced on the mistakes. Have the lead deservedly.
And we'll be back with our halftime festivities. Halftime presented by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. We'll be back with more.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue, grab a friend and a jersey too and chant like you give a damn. Now we're talking Detroit, and Stroh's is spoken here.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
So you should see the report in your inboxes in just 1 second.
This is what should have happened. At least 3 days before starting his project, Bob should have called 811 or went to missdig811.org to have his local utility providers locate and mark the location of buried lines in his yard. Dig safely.
Okay, so you should see your report in your inboxes now.
Call Miss Dig 811.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers, and the doers, thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
Or GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can get this Silverado LT All-Star for $309 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Back to halftime, brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. 2-0, Detroit City FC with the lead. Now, certainly you've seen the charity kits here tonight. You want to know the backstory? Of course, check out our piece on Brilliant Detroit.
Brilliant Detroit's mission is to help create kid success neighborhoods where all the kids and the families have what they need to be healthy, getting education and family support. We do that by getting houses in the middle of the neighborhood that we repurpose to really serve as a central hub. We are currently nestled in neighborhoods in Detroit. We are represented in every district, and our goal is to have 24 in the next 4 years.
Literacy is a gateway from poverty, and we want our children to be well-versed as well as well-prepared.
We want to make sure that kids are ready for kindergarten and they're reading at grade level by 3rd grade. The statistics are clear, right? You're learning to read up to 3rd grade, you're reading to learn after that. If you do not know how to read or read well, you're going to be behind.
All this stuff has really just been great for a dad to be able to go to a program, get this help academically.
So when we go home, we won't have to feel ashamed that we can't help our kids with a homework package, because at the same time as they're growing, we're growing too.
And what we really want to do is accomplish what I would call population level growth. So grow enough where we can fundamentally change the statistics.
Back inside Keyworth Stadium, 2-0 Detroit City FC with the lead. When we come back, we'll take a look at the halftime highlights, the halftime stats, and of course, we will kick it for the second half. 2-0 Detroit City with the lead. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Do it.
Come on, Dad, get me.
Ooh, nice play. All right, let's go. There we go.
So cute. At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
2-0, Detroit City FC with the lead back here at Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Halftime brought to you by Stroh's, because Stroh's is spoken here. Let's get you caught up with what's going on in and around the world of USL Championship soccer as we take a look at the news and notes. Getting to be that time. The Golden Boot race is coming down to the wire. A couple horses in the race.
And Dequa, his season's just been absolutely amazing. Trejo, we've come to expect this from him, but it's a great race and two great and talented players fittingly chasing that award.
Just 3 weeks left. That's right, folks. 21 days to the end of the USL Championship regular season. We are right in middle of the playoff push right now. Exciting, keeping up with scores and all those types of things going in and around the world. USL Championship. Hard to believe this started all the way back in March, and it comes down to just this 3 weeks.
And it's going to be a fun crunch toward the end of the season. Detroit City in the thick of it. Let's take a look at the weekend schedule. Matches to watch and a couple of matches for DCFC fans to watch. Indy 11 on ESPN Plus tomorrow against Rio Grande, and Birmingham Legion and the Miami FC. Those are teams. DCFC sees Indy next week, and Miami in that playoff bunch with City fighting for those last spots. Hopefully, results go City's way. You can get a little advantage on points at the end of the weekend.
Absolutely. I know that John Krieger will be spinning around ESPN Plus, catching that late night action. And don't forget, too, that Birmingham Legion Miami FC match tomorrow at 6:30. Keep an eye on that as well. So let's check out what's going on as far as scores right now. And, of course, all eyes around here on that Charleston FC Tulsa match. Charleston Battery with the 2-0 lead. Pittsburgh doing what they do. They're taking care of business right now with the 2-0 lead. And it's a shootout right now in Tampa with Memphis 901 FC. They're 2-2 at the break.
There's a playoff preview potentially. And Pittsburgh taking care of business against New Mexico. The one I'm surprised at, Loudoun is in the mix against Lou City. Loudoun had ups and downs this year, but they're fighting. And, of course, that's score we like to see. The Battery 2 to the good against Tulsa, helping City move in the live table into the 8th playoff spot.
All right, we will take our final halftime break, and when we come back, we will have the second half of action for you. 2-0, Detroit City FC with the lead. We'll be back with more. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Brilliant Detroit's mission is to help create kid success neighborhoods where all the kids in the families have what they need to be healthy, getting education and family support. We do that by getting houses in the middle of the neighborhood that we repurpose to really serve as a central hub. We are currently nestled in neighborhoods in Detroit. We are represented in every district, and our goal is to have 24 in the next 4 years.
Literacy is a gateway from poverty, and we want our children to be well-versed as well prepared.
We want to make sure that kids are ready for kindergarten and they're reading at grade level by 3rd grade. The statistics are clear, right? You're learning to read up to 3rd grade, you're reading to learn after that. If you do not know how to read or read well, you're going to be behind.
All this stuff has really just been great for a dad to be able to go to a program, get this help academically.
So when we go home, we won't have to feel ashamed that we can't help our kids with a homework package, because at the same time, as they're growing, we're growing too.
And what we really want to do is accomplish what I would call population level growth. So grow enough where we can fundamentally change the statistics.
I am American Home Fitness.
I'm American Home Fitness.
I am American Home Fitness. We are American Home Fitness.
Come to any American Home Fitness location for the hottest deals on the latest fitness equipment and accessories. American Home Fitness, Michigan's home for fitness and the official fitness equipment provider of the Detroit City Football Club.
2-0, Detroit City FC with the lead back here at Keyworth Stadium. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play. And John, for about the first 20 minutes or so, the Hartford Athletic had a really good count of themselves in this match, but they made a critical mistake, and this is what flipped everything.
And it started in the 24th minute. Here's Connor Rutz. He gets the turnover. Bad play by Rice there to not catch, and steady parries, and the defenders stop. And Dario Suarez, he doesn't stop, angles the body, and is able to put the ball away. And City all of a sudden are on the scoreboard 1-0 after Hartford had hung in for the first 25 minutes. And there's Dario Suarez lurking. There's Rutz's shot, the parry, then the defenders stop, and there's Dario. And nothing Rice could do. He was out of the play. Dario Suarez, who has had a rough time lately on a family side, really a cathartic goal for him. And then here comes a perfect set piece. And Michael Bryant on the other end of it to put a header past Rice. Nothing he could do. This is a beautiful delivery in, and a diving header that's perfect. Escapes the marker. Rice rooted to the spot, and it's 2-0. And Bryant loves a set piece, respects the service, and gives City a 2-0 lead.
Our halftime stats presented by Cintron and Detroit City FC. Again, John, not a big disparity in shots. They're dead even in shots on target, but you can't talk about it enough. Just a critical mistake made by Modesto Mendez, and that really changed the entire scope of everything that's been going on.
It does, and that's what you have to do against this team. They leak goals because of mistakes. They told us about it in the week as we were prepping for this match, and they did exactly what they were afraid of. City needed to be there to take advantage of that. They were. They got the job done. Now, the important thing in the second half, let's take a look at keys to the second half. Plain and simple, keep your foot on the gas. Detroit City FC has not proven adept at being able to play out 45 minutes with a lead. You got to keep some pressure up, not allow Hartford to grow into the game, because if they get one, it's a whole new situation for Detroit City. Nerves can start to come in. You got to secure the 3 points.
Second half underway here at Keyworth. And this 5 minutes of the broadcast presented by American Home Fitness. Train like a champion with equipment from American Home Fitness. Maxi Rodriguez down. He's been going through it here tonight.
He's taking a couple knocks.
after that beautiful set piece. But he's still out there gutting it out. Ball sent up for Levi's. He collects it. The cross popped up in the air, and Joe Rice comes off the line. John, we talked about and showed the highlights there, that mistake that Mendez made in the back line. And Omi Namazadi doing the job in terms of saying, hey, there's some accountability. And Namazi went and made the change right away.
Yep, can't have it.
Nope.
And that sends a message. That sends a message to the rest of your team that there's accountability. As long as a manager can keep that, that's all you can ask as a player. Hold me accountable. Make me better.
And Namazi's the right guy for the job. I mean, that's an extensive resume that he has. Was an assistant coach for the Houston Dynamo, the U.S. women's national team, the Iran national team. Was also a longtime head coach in the major arena soccer league as well, major indoor soccer league.
And frankly, that kind of cachet of working at that elevated level is what Hartford needs right now. I don't think it's unfair to say they are a club trying to find who they are again. Rebuilding, reshaping.
And you can't question the ownership. You know, the ownership has made the moves. They brought in personnel. They've been a willing participant.
They've committed money to
yes,
it.
Yeah, that's a long way of saying that. Yes.
Yeah, they have committed money to it. They're serious about it. They're serious about the game in Hartford. I think some of their acquisitions have not panned out the way they would have liked, but they're also committed to trying to right the ship. So it's a process, but it's one that Hartford fans can stick with because I think they have the right man at the helm.
We talked about that with Namazi as well. Antoine Opino, 3 goals, 3 assists on the year, and he went so far as to say look, like, the season hasn't worked out. He didn't offer excuses or anything like that. He said the season hasn't worked out. Antoine Opino's got enough of a resume where if you're a playoff contending team, he's going to be in the middle of it. But as you said, as Namazi said, it didn't work out. That ball played up ahead. Hartford Athletic trying to get it to work out right now, however. Sadie. Prince Sadie, 7 goals, 3 assists this year. He's been very productive, as he usually is. Good ball sent into the box, and Stephen Carroll takes no chances.
And you just kind of dismissed that by saying Stephen Carroll takes no chances. But that's just, we haven't talked about him a lot tonight, but that doesn't mean he hasn't made a couple of plays that don't show up in the box score tonight. Shepherding balls out, not allowing passes through the area.
Andre Lewis sends the corner in towards the back post, comes back out. Cavanto has it. That ball cut out by Maxi Rodriguez. And to be fair, Stephen Carroll is in the take no chances business. That's his occupation.
That's why he gets paid.
Right.
Of note here, Neil, as we take a look at Morris chasing after things. Started the game with 2 up top. Not playing 2 up top right now. Dario Suarez sitting a little further back. He can get forward, but Morris is doing a little more leading of the line. That's also a testament to what Dario Suarez can do. He can slot in behind there, be that extra body. Trust that Morris will make the mini runs and ask the questions up top.
Rito drives it into the 18, flicked on, and it away temporarily. Hartford Athletic, however, still lurking. Ball slotted in towards Opino. It's taken away by Jope.
Jope got dumped, wanted a call, none was coming. A little better from Hartford here in possession, Neil, and if you're a City supporter, that is not what you want to see.
Mensa pings it back out towards the touchline.
It's way too early for it to become kind of a defense against attack drill. 40 minutes plus stoppage still on the clock.
This portion of the broadcast presented by the all-new Detroit City FC app. Download it now for app-exclusive video content, man of the match voting, and more.
City have definitely moved in 3 behind Morris, dropping Dario Suarez.
Hey, Joe, send it to Stephen Carroll. Cabato came in as a sub in the first half. He's shown a willingness to move forward. Andre Lewis will turn it back around. Tristan Hodge. Here come Hartford Athletic again. And that ball is redirected across. It's loose in front on the 6. Steinwasser gathers himself to collect it. Hartford Athletic dangerous. And City, quite frankly, fortunate.
Hartford had 2 bites at the cherry, and unfortunately, they couldn't convert either of them. City at 6s and 7s defensively. First off, nice job by Opino to get to the byline and send that across. The header's scuffed a little bit. That's the first bite at the cherry that's missed. And then Barrera's turned around and isn't able to get a foot on the ball to send it goalward, and Nate Steinwasser pounces on it. But if the header's better or Barrera has his face to goal, it's 2-1.
Trevor James looks on, and you see him kind of exhale a little bit there.
That's the moments he won't miss next year in the sporting director role. Right there.
Levi's was the target of that slotted pass attempt. McIngilla got in the way. I would imagine the flag's going to go up here.
Stays down.
Nope, it will not. Sadie dumped, and just like that, Hartford Athletic will have another go. Set piece in a dangerous position.
And this is what we talked about, Neil. Detroit City FC, if you let your opponent have too much possession, things can get a little nervy at the back.
I think you said it best, John. When you concede possession, you allow an opportunity for the opponent to grow into the match, when really all you want is for them to be uncomfortable all the time. And there is some stirring right now on the bench for Detroit City FC.
Don't let them get secure on the ball if you're Detroit City FC. Hartford, to their credit, coming out and having a right go here in the second half. Those Hartford Athletic fans having that watch party out there in Connecticut. Things to be positive about here after halftime.
Ball driven in, cleared out by Stephen Carroll, and here comes Ben Morris, and they're 3 City attackers. Levi's has some pace and sends it up.
Ball's got to be better.
Couldn't get the ball to curl. McIngilla took it away.
See, this is better. Challenge the ball.
Hey, Joe, definitely doing just that. Barrera sent it across. Rito had to stop and come back for it. That ball pops free to Morris, and there are 3 City players making a run out. Amu Mensah, left side. Morris, Suarez with him. Amu Mensah into space. Connor Rutz by himself. Connor Rutz shot is blocked. Rutz will turn with it. His cross is into the side netting.
Connor scuffed his lines and then allowed the defender to catch up. Reese Williams going to come in. Bill Hart's going to come in for Detroit City, so a pair of substitutions.
We will see who comes out. In the meantime, there's a corner for Detroit City, brought to you by Misdig811.org. Corner slung in, across, in the back of the net! Matt Lewis! Some artistry to put City up 3-0.
Matt Lewis with a thing of beauty. goes airborne to redirect it home. And City, after being on the back foot for most of the second half, gets the goal flicked on. What a touch by Lewis.
This is incredible.
Watch this. Comes across. Little flick. That's a worldie. Oh my word. Thank heaven for replays. I had no idea it was that good. Wow.
So Dario Suarez will come out, as will Brett Levi's. And substitutions brought to you by CVY. CVY, wear it, feel it, play it, luxury performance wear.
I know that highlight will be on social media, and I may or may not watch it on a loop when we get home.
What an effort by Matty Lewis.
Back to goal, little flick.
Perfect corner.
Those are the fun ones. Those will also be the ones that get you ribbed in training. Hey, superstar.
City now with the 3-0 lead. And once again, off of probably the best extended possession of the evening.
And
City comes back down and they score a goal.
Well, again, it's a Hartford mistake.
Right.
Concede the corner, set piece beats you. By the way, in all of the celebrations after the goal, Antoine Opino picked up a yellow.
Yes, he did.
Two really solid goals by City. So we're told, and this will come as a surprise to you, Neil, we're told that Antoine Opino got that yellow card for dissent. Surprising.
Yeah.
That's that politicking we talked about in the open.
Lejo. Adrian Billhart just into the match, had the touch. '60th minute, 3-0 Detroit City. Exactly where you want to be if you're a City fan.
Even better if you're a City fan. On the hour mark, still 2-0. Charleston battery over Tulsa, so you have a chance to make this a 6-pointer. Move into that 8th spot with a match in hand that comes up Wednesday night against Switchbacks.
Lewis puts a little too much mustard on the hot dog. Sent that one looking for Billhart. Maxi Rodriguez will track it down. And that goal has really calmed things for Detroit City FC as well. They are settling back into some extended possession.
You know, and you and I were talking about this before the match. There haven't been a whole lot of Detroit City matches where you get to breathe easy a little bit. There's been an awful lot of tension and close matches. 3-0 up on the hour mark. This is one of those ones you might be able to breathe easy a little bit. And by the way, only the 4th time all year that City have scored 3 goals in a match. 2 of them have come against Hartford Athletic.
Lejo. Reese Williams puts his head down, makes his move towards space, and it will be a corner for Detroit City FC. Corners brought to you by Mystic 811. Know what's below and visit mystic811.org before any digging project.
Kyle Edwards looks set to enter the fray. Danny Barrera appears to be the one that will make way when the sub is allowed.
Maxi Rodriguez serves the corner into the mixing bowl. That got through. Now played away, and Hartford looking to mount a counter off of it. Away joke. Will touch it. Steinwasser will take no chances, and that ball bounces just wide of the frame. An attempted clearance by Steinwasser, nearly disastrous. Ball by Steinwasser to Maxi Rodriguez.
Don't want to make that kind of mistake. Let Hartford back in a little bit.
That would have been a shame after Steinwasser, and he's been very, very good here tonight as always. He's made a couple of top-notch stops. Would have been a shame if that was the one that beat him.
Off of his own foot.
Right.
Yeah, that would have put some tension back in the contest. Right now, you can play real easy. Substitution official.
So Edwards will come in. 86th overall pick by the Houston Dynamo back in the 2020 MLS draft. 20 matches played for the St. Vincent Grenadines national team. 7 goals, 2 assists on the year for Edwards. And fans, right now, scan the QR code on your screen and bid on this year's charity kit. Support Brilliant Detroit. They provide a safe space for kids to be healthy and school ready around the city of Detroit. And guys, look, this is your only chance to get one of these kits. They will not be in the stores. They will not be available online. You have to take out that phone right now, scan the QR code, and bid to win one of the charity kits. Support, bid, and look great all at once. That's a full day.
You know, and what makes Brilliant Detroit so important as a charity partner, Neil, is that this was a charity initiative that was voted on by DCFC's owners. And you're talking about that ownership campaign during the COVID-19 pandemic that saw fan ownership introduced in here to Detroit City FC. And actually, it was kind of a Shark Tank situation at the owners meeting before the season. 5 Detroit charities presented for the right to be the charity partner and get the charity kit. The owners voted and they selected Brilliant Detroit. And so this is Brilliant Detroit's night. So every dollar that you are bidding on those kits goes to support an initiative that serves underserved populations in Detroit and puts help where it's at with a lot less bureaucracy than can be sometimes. Right out there, grassroots, keeping kids safe, healthy, and ready to learn.
It turns out that goal by Matt Lewis was good for business for Brilliant Detroit. His jersey in real time right now, up to about 130 bucks. So jump in if you want to get in. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there won't be a better goal scored in those charity kits than the one Matt Lewis just got. So if that's the one you want, you better act.
I can't disagree with you, my friend. That was a worldie. You have a chance to own a match-worn shirt that scored a worldie and benefit charity here in the Motor City.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Bob Fair. 66th minute, Detroit City FC. 2 goals in the first half. They've tacked on another one here in the second half, firmly in control.
You know, here's another thing about that charity kit, Neil. If you bid on the Nate Steinwasser kit, you have a chance to own something about Detroit City FC history that is unique, one of a kind. There's exactly 1 goalkeeper kit out there. Well, 2 with Ryan Shello, but 1 that'll have been worn on the pitch tonight. You can have a one-of-a-kind piece of city history.
Hartford Athletic will have a dangerous free kick after the whistle. Good work by Prince Sadie. was in the mix.
And Reese Williams kind of went through the back of him. That is a foul. Extended the arm. Fans don't like it, but
Omo had some moments in the first half. He's been a problem at times. And there are about 4 different potential kick takers. Antoine Opino now will make his way to the wall.
Who's getting voted off the island next? There we go. We had a couple of those kick takers take up other spots.
Prince Sadie has the profile like he's standing there as well. That shot sent way over top of the bar. So just not a lot going on there. I believe that was Elvis Omo.
You know, it's so tough, though. From that position, you got the wall up. You got to bend it over the bar, have it dip. If you don't hit that right,
it's almost too close.
That's going to go into orbit. You see that ball rising all the way. That's about half an inch away from being a problem. But he just didn't hit it right.
Joe had it for a second. There's Kyle Edwards in some space, sends the pass across. Lito. Gilla, he's dispossessed. Here comes Billart. Ben Morris running with him. Connor Rutz on the other wing, and that ball's played away. Let's get you tonight's Fago trivia answer. Kyle Bethel. Bethel scored a goal in the 2-1 loss on the road to AFC Cleveland back in 2012. It was his 5th goal of the season, but was undone by a late winner in the second half stoppage from Cleveland to bounce Le Rouge from the playoffs all the way back in their initial season. Congrats to the people that tweeted that answer at Detroit City FC.
I would have been nowhere near.
No.
My friend. That's why I didn't play.
And because you're shook.
I am.
Yep.
I got to be honest.
Player down.
I'm off my game.
Player down for Hartford Athletic. Well, it's 90% confidence.
Fans here at Keyworth expressing their belief of the level of sincerity to that injury.
Omi Namazi looking on. It's been a long season for Hartford Athletic. But he said they will use these matches, evaluate. If you're out there for Hartford Athletic right now, you are playing for your job.
You know what, though? And there's good things to come from that. If you're a Hartford Athletic fan, all you have to look at is Indy 11. You and I saw Indy 11 here at Keyworth last year on the night they got eliminated from playoff contention. And they were all about, on that night, they set up defensively, but they were looking at how their team was playing defensively. And they used the rest of the season to evaluate personnel. Look at where Indy 11 is now.
Bill Hart's cross played away.
Committed ownership, trying to do things, and Indy 11's going to end up in the playoffs. So if you're Hartford, use these 5 matches. Figure out where you are heading into the offseason. 2024 is a season anew.
This corner kick presented by Misdig 811. Know what's below and visit misdig811.org before any digging project. Corner played short. Adrian Billart will swing it to Maxi Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives it towards the back post. Nobody in the area for City, and now Hartford looking to mount a counter, and they have some runners, and this could be a problem. And getting back was Reese Williams to turn it around, and now it's City's opportunity to run. Bill Hart with Amu Mensah. Swings it to him. Amu Mensah into the 18. Lays it off. Reese Williams steps into it. That shot's blocked. And it'll be another corner kick presented by Misdig 811. Know what's below and visit misdig811.org before any digging project.
You know, we highlighted the fact that Reese Williams coached our team of the week this week in the match that we learned about in the first half. Coach Reese showing his players how to get it done. Coming back, tracking defensively, and getting on the other end to earn the corner. Two-way player, solid effort from him.
This portion of the broadcast and all our goals brought to you by Salim Dental, the official dentist of Detroit City Football Club. Corner again for City. High arcing corner, headed just over top of the bar. Devin Amu-Mensah was in the mix. Stephen Carroll as well.
Pretty good delivery from Bill Hart here as he's taking over the corner duties on that side. He drops it in, just pops off the top of the head instead of the front of the head. Causes to go over top the bar.
Stephen Carroll, got a look at it. Very nearly tucked that in the corner. Matt Lewis back, unable to control it. Ball sent across. Amu-Mensah heads it.
Oh, good control there by Bill Hart. Gives away possession in the end, but could have made an absolute mess of that.
Andre Lewis. Cabato. I like what I've seen from Cabato. Stretches here tonight, just 22 years old. With 57 matches played for FC Tulsa over the last 2 seasons, so he's got some seasoning, but he's still 22. Prince Sadie's been a consistent player. He lets it go and sends it over top of the wall here at Keyworth.
And again, if you're a Hartford fan, what's got to frustrate you is that you are a Jekyll and Hyde team, it seems. You play well for long stretches of the match, does Hartford Athletic, and then you make 3 mistakes. You don't mark 2 guys. Your goalkeeper punches when he should have catches, and you're down 3-0. So if they can eliminate the mistakes going into next year as they continue to play together, this is a team that has a foundation, but the mistakes absolutely undo them, and you can't have that at this level of the game.
Maxi Rodriguez goes down. Look across their roster. We talked about a Kyle Edwards with 7 goals, Prince Sadie with 7 goals. They're capable. They have players that are capable. Just to give you a compare and contrast, Ben Morris leads Detroit City FC with 5 goals.
So you can put it in the back of the net. The problem is they just leak too many. When you're outscored 63-34 on the season, and now 66-34, it's not going to get done. And you take a look at the goals that are leaked defensively and some of the mistakes like we've seen tonight, it's not going to add up to good things. But the foundation is there.
Connor Rutz gives chase, and Joe Rice had to play that off the back foot. Now Maxi Rodriguez closes in. And another unforced error by Hartford Athletic, just due to City pressure. Throw-in actually will go to Hartford, so that ball was deflected. Malcangilla runs it out. '76th minute, Detroit City FC in control. On a night where they had to have it, they've gotten it to this point. Steinwasser off the line, makes the grab right in front of Rito.
And that's the right play by Nate. Just come out, command your area, make the catch, bounce the ball a couple times, let people get in another area code, kick the ball downfield.
Aaron Beboot will make his Detroit City FC debut in a couple of seconds, as he will come in to the match. So Beboot from LA Galaxy 2, and Connor Rutz will be whistled.
And that's the right call. Rutz went through him to get that ball. Beboot comes in, 14 goals with LA Galaxy 2 this year in MLS Next. But there, frankly, Neil, there's a difference between MLS Next and the physicality that you're going to see in USL Championship. This will be good seasoning for him.
And as always, substitutions brought to you by CVY. Wear it, feel it, play it, luxury performance wear. So B-Boot will come in just a couple of seconds. A trio of subs for Hartford Athletic as well. Aaron B-Boot, 2 matches played for LA Galaxy on the MLS side. Just 19 years old, and there's a drive that's pulled left. B-Boot, 19 years old, 6'4".
He looks like he could start at a power forward, is
Absolutely.
what he looks like.
And there, that shot kind of gives you the flavor. Ben Morris will come out.
And Ben Morris has run a good race tonight. Didn't get on the score sheet, but has worked very hard.
B-Boot will go right up top.
I don't think I've ever wanted Detroit City FC to have a corner more in my life than I do right now.
Just to see, yeah.
Just to see him elevate on a set piece.
And Namazi, head coach of Hartford, went to his chessboard as well to move his chess pieces along. Nigel Long has come in. He's 6'4" as well. So the battle of the towers out there on the pitch. Mixing it up.
Oh my God, B-Boot's huge out there.
Yes, he is. Nifty little back heel to Connor Rutz. Ball driven across.
They were trying to put it up there for him. He got nudged off the ball a little bit.
B-Boot spent time with the LA Galaxy and LAFC academies. Hartford Athletic turning with it. We move into the 80th minute. Direct ball sent ahead. Headed back to Steinwasser. Perfectly done by Michael Bryant. B-Boot adjusted that one ahead. But Trevor James told us in the media availability, so I brought B-Boot here to play.
And here he is, first match out. And frankly, Trevor has some connections with LA Galaxy, spent some time there, so he's able to make some calls and as people that can evaluate players out on the West Coast.
And there's a lash, and Steinwasser able to knock it down. What a play by Steinwasser off a Logs attempt.
Reaches high, got both hands behind it. Good body positioning to read the shot. The whole body's behind this. Gets up. I think it probably goes off the bar if he misses it. But he gets up, puts his body right in good position to make that save.
Nate Steinwasser, and because it's 3-0, you don't really think about it. But Nate Steinwasser has had some top drawer stops here tonight.
He's made some great saves, and at crucial times to keep his team level. He had some saves in the first half. And I'm thinking specifically of the Openo drive. If that Openo shot finds the corner, this is a different ballgame.
Steinwasser will line things up. He's looking to put the finishing touches on his 9th clean sheet of the season.
Think about that. 30 matches, 9 clean. This would be 31 matches, 9 clean sheets.
And he didn't play two matches, I believe.
With illness.
Yep.
It's a nice feeling if you're a City fan to be in the 81st minute and just kind of enjoying the rest of the match, not fretting over the rest of the match. There have not been too many where you could rest easy this year from 82 minutes on in.
That ball bouncing free inside the 18. Momo in it for a second. Torres turns with it.
You know, and we've talked about Hartford's struggles this year, but we also take a look at seeing them here tonight. This is the last place team in the division, and they still are pressing and causing some problems. And they were in this match for large portions of it. That was not the case last year toward the bottom of the division when you had a lot of the second teams in the Eastern Conference.
Bibu took that one away. Just took it. I mean, there's no other way. Said, no, that's mine.
He has the stature, and I think he understands how to play the game physically. And that's what you like to see with young players. Know when to go in and be aggressive. Like that.
Update from Charleston. They're in the 83rd minute. Charleston Battery continuing to lead 2-0 over FC Tulsa.
So it's a huge swing for Detroit City FC. You're now in the playoff places with a game in hand. If you can consolidate this win by getting a win against Colorado coming up in midweek, you put yourself in a really good spot.
Yep.
The goal here for City is to try to clinch the playoff spot before you have to play Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh is a different animal.
Well, now we have a new update from Charleston. FC Tulsa has gotten on the board. 2-1. Charleston Battery with the lead. Somebody tell Ben Pierman to do his old club a solid and hold on.
I can guarantee you right now, it's going to be lockdown defense. There will be 10 behind the ball.
Merrill steps into it. Bibu redirects it. Service into the box. Stephen Carroll pushed that out towards the corner. Sadie wings it to the top. Torres played it inside the 18. Momo tried to make a move with it. Instead, Amu Mensah got the whistle. Steinwasher will put the boot to it. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Mistig 811. Know what's below and visit mistig811.org before any digging project.
Satisfying to say this if you're a City supporter, Neil. They needed to have this performance, and they got this performance. 3 goals. Seeing out the clock.
McGlynn brings it onto the left side. Bill Hart slings it across. Bibu along the line wins the throw. So Detroit City FC with this one firmly in their back pocket, making all of those people very, very happy. Northern Guard in great spirits and voice here tonight.
And they've only gotten louder throughout the evening.
Good ball up to Andre Lewis.
Better defense to force them back again. That could have been a counter. DCFC shut that down.
Minute, Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you. Detroit City FC in control with that 3-0 lead. We're in Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck. This will be the scene on Wednesday as well. Michael Bryant tracks back, loses the battle. That ball sent to the middle of the 18. Chip over top of everything. But Wednesday night, 7:30 opening kick. Detroit City FC hosting Colorado Springs. Get your tickets at deadcityfc.com. And John, we talked about it. Tonight was the biggest match of the season. Wednesday will be the biggest match of the season, so on and so forth.
And Saturday and the rest. When you are fighting for the final playoff spots, your playoffs start 5 matches early. And it's part of the reason why the 1v8 is an advantage, because one's clinched it a long while ago. Into the 88th minute in Charleston, still 2-1 battery.
Maxi Rodriguez, who's paid the price here at times physically, sends that one back. Nate Steinwasher ping it out towards the touchline. Michael Bryant wins the throw. And now they'll change it and say it's Hartford Athletic.
City will not be too bothered by that with a 3-0 lead.
Good job along that far touchline. Quick layoff by Kyle Edwards. And how about that effort by Michael Bryant? Bieber tracks back to get it. I believe Reese Williams is down for Detroit City FC. Bill Hart tried to touch it to Connor Rutz. Now Bill Hart steps through with it. Bill Hart loses his defender. That ball played away.
Bill Hart making the most of his substitute appearance, Neil. That was a lot of want to.
There will be 2 minutes of stoppage time, brought to you by Brew Detroit, the official craft beer of Detroit City FC. City fans in a couple of minutes will be able to crack open a Brew Detroit craft beer, and it'll taste a little better.
You know,
tonight.
I think they started cracking them open when the third goal went in.
Right.
But they'll be able to do it in earnest here. It's been that kind of easy feel after the third goal went in. Trevor James able to make some subs. Very key after playing in 105 degrees in Phoenix. And you got another match on Wednesday night, able to use a number of subs. Get guys some rest. Into stoppage time they go in Charleston, still 2-1.
Carroll lining things up. Bill Hart in the corner. He goes down. The official says play on. Sadie, the target, gets on the end of it. Stephen Carroll tracks back. Stephen Carroll wins the ball and then draws the foul call. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Stephen Carroll personified.
Gets back, tracks back, shuts down the run, wins the ball, draws the foul, and frankly, as we look at the time on the clock, probably has exhausted the match and put 3 points in the bank.
Steinwasser will put the boot to it.
He's in no hurry, so to do.
And that is the final whistle in a match Detroit City FC had to have. They got it in pretty dominating fashion with a 3-0 win over Hartford Athletic here at Keyworth Stadium.
Clinical for Detroit City. Good spells for long periods in this match. But more importantly, Neil, their opponent made mistakes and they punished them. And that's what you have to do when you're fighting for a playoff spot, and they got the job done.
Let's check out tonight's shot of the match presented by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And you know where we're going with this one, right, everybody? Our shot of the match, and that was on the set piece, beautifully executed. Michael Bryant in care of Maxi Rodriguez with the service, and that was picture perfect.
Dropped it on a dime, and that was a thing of beauty. Bryant leaves his marker, nothing the keeper could do, and Bryant, the first thing he does is goes and celebrate the service. Now on the other end, if this goes in, the save of the match presented by Ally. If Openo finds the corner on this shot early in the match, it might be a different ball game. Nate Steinwasser, though, Neil, had other ideas.
And as you said, today's Save of the Match brought to you by Ally. We're all better off with an Ally. Learn more at ally.com. And that brings us to our man of the match presented by American Home Fitness. That guy, Matt Lewis, scored a high-class goal as good as you're going to see off of a corner kick, and also did the job defensively to help secure the clean sheet. But this is what we will walk away talking about. How about this effort from Matt Lewis?
That's a worldie right there. Goes airborne and the little flick past the keeper to put this game to bed. 1 goal for each of the points City puts in the bank in the standings tonight.
So, the first biggest match of the season. Detroit City FC gets the win and takes the 3 points here tonight. Of course, Colorado Springs will come calling on Wednesday at 7:30, and that will do it for tonight's broadcast. And we will come back and get you the highlights of this one, and of course, take a look at what's coming up next for Detroit City FC. 3-0, they get the win. We'll be back to close this thing out.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
To all the Chevy Silverado owners out there, the adventurers, and the doers, thank you for making Chevy Silverado the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup.
Or GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can get this Silverado LT All-Star for $309 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
3-0, Detroit City FC gets the win over Hartford Athletic. Final score brought to you by DTE Energy. Let's check out how it all went down here tonight at Keyworth. It was a pretty good start for Hartford Athletic as far as road matches go, but in the 24th minute, they made a critical mistake, and they paid the ultimate price.
The giveaway in defense turned things over. Connor Rutz comes onto the end of the ball in space, sends a shot in on goal. Keeper punches when he should have caught. The defense gets caught ball watching. Everybody ball watching except for Dario Suarez. Take a look at Rutz walking in here. Lots of space. Nobody challenged him. Puts a shot right in on the keeper. Keeper doesn't catch. Everybody else watches Dario Suarez come around and loop the body up on the half volley and put it home. And it was 1-0 Detroit City in an important goal for Dario Suarez. Then in the 31st minute, more Detroit City. That's right. It's our shot of the match. Maxi Rodriguez puts it on a dime for Bryant, and he doesn't miss. And all of a sudden, it's 2-0, and that's how City would go to the break with a man who left their marker and got the job done at the back post.
As you saw in the background, the train was leaving the station at that point for Detroit City FC. They would finish things off in the second half. Matt Lewis with the good of a goal, as you are going to see all soccer season. And that would close the door and secure the 3 points for Detroit City FC. Quick note, they've gone full-time in Charleston. Charleston Battery with a 2-1 win over FC Tulsa. As we check out our full-time match stats, brought to you by Salim Dental. 5 shots on target for Hartford, 4 on target for Detroit City FC, but 3 of them found the back of the net.
And that's all that matters. Detroit City FC lost most of the statistical categories, except that top one. And that top one puts 3 points in the bank. And when your closest playoff pursuer loses tonight, it becomes a 6-pointer. Now you have a chance to really put your stamp on the 8th spot heading in here at Keyworth on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, Colorado Springs in town. We will see you then. That'll wrap up our broadcast from Keyworth Stadium. For our producer, Gabe Sosa, my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC gets all 3 points here at Keyworth. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.